Anyway, should we get started? You guys ready?
I think
we should.
I think we shall do that, yes.
Yeah, I think we should.
I have an energy drink.
Well, you
Should
know
be
what that means, though? In our last episode, sorry, I died for a second. In our last episode, Carpal was in charge of
Yes.
leading us off. So unfortunately, the public didn't get to hear that. They didn't get to
Oh
hear you
no!
do your intro.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
I know. I'm
Oh,
just
you missed
bummed.
out. Oh wow.
They really
Well,
did. Well, good thing you're back, and we're doing the episode again.
well, we
So,
wouldn't want to
dude,
break the cycle. I
dude.
mean, someone else should do it.
No. I insist. The way you did it last time, there was no way I could top that.
See, I
There
will
was no way
agree.
Wistful could top that.
My take on it was pristine.
Yes.
And
Yes, it was.
oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think I
Dude,
can
you
match
got
that.
this. No, I have faith in you, man. You got this. Lay it on the people. You can do this, man.
Stop.
I was not expecting that. Wow. Once
You guys
again,
didn't see it,
another
but in the
legendary
Discord
intro from-
call, that sound
was the
effect
intro.
like had a small anime girl face just pop up. Yep, you didn't
Yeah, that
see
bothers
it,
me
but
slightly. That face,
Yeah.
that bothers me.
yeah.
I like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there. The best intro that none of us are ever going to be able to top. Welcome back to the Wundercast. We're back
Don't
in it
even
again.
try.
Dudes, this is Black Ops 6 we're talking about. I got the hot takes. I got the good, the bad, the ugly. I got it all for you. But I want to hear from you guys before I should start going off. What are your thoughts on Black Ops 6? Have you guys been enjoying it? Have you been liking it? Have you just been slaying at it every day as I have?
Pretty much, yeah.
Dude,
Quite
what the
literally
hell
every
even
day.
is it?
Wait, what? Have you been sleeping under a rock, my man? We're talking about Black
I
Ops
have
6.
I have been a little, okay. It's been maybe a week. It's my last game.
Oh
Wow.
shit. Okay.
Blasphemy.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Well, that's not very good, but
hey,
I guess
hey,
we'll
hey,
talk
hey.
about the significance of that
So we
towards
know
the
who
ending
the
of this
real
episode.
zombie players
So
are.
stay tuned to
From-
the end, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to hear about future stuff coming, especially to this podcast.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I haven't missed much though. It sounds like the servers have been like really unstable.
That has
You
been
admit
happening over the past few
our
days. I
doom.
will agree. I've gone through quite a bit of pain of the most horrifying stuff happening in game simply because connection issues, or I've just been straight out signed out of my profile mid game, and I'm in the third phase of the final boss fight on Terminus, and I'm about to get a PB. Like, come on, Trek, you're gonna do that to a guy?
It's a skill issue,
Oh,
Wistful.
man.
Stop complaining. That's your fault.
Dude, although I definitely agree with that, I will also say I've had some very odd things happen in my game. I even took one whole episode that I did to completely break the game, and I was successful. I broke it out. I broke one of the rounds. No zombies ended up spawning into the map anymore. Nothing would spawn. I had this green like fuzz all around my screen that would not disappear. And I broke my melee. I couldn't melee anything anymore. So like melee macchiato's animation wouldn't even happen. What else did I do? I glitched out one of my weapons. I couldn't shoot it. So, and this was all in one run. All in one run. I messed up everything. And I have no idea how I did it. Well, I was trying to break the game. I was trying to see if I could discover any new glitch.
He doesn't remember how he did it, but
spotted
he was
stuff.
trying intentionally to break the game.
I might slightly know
alright.
how I did it. I think I was experimenting with jumping up on rails because on certain rails,
Oh,
if you jump up on them,
yeah.
they knock you back, right? But if you use melee macchiato and melee, so you hit, because melee macchiato's hit is delayed or its punch is delayed, you hit that and then press jump instantly as you're trying to like vault over a rail, and you get stuck on top of the rail for like a second. So I was messing with that, seeing if I could possibly get any surface to like bug out with that and if there was anything to it, but unfortunately, no. But I think that's how I ended up breaking everything. It was doing that and also messing with some of the boats in Terminus. Because this was Terminus that I went into where I broke it completely. So
Gotcha.
Is
Yeah.
yeah.
is that boat launch thing? Did they patch that yet?
Yeah.
All the boats, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, they keep trying and they keep finding new ways around it. At first, you couldn't do the boat glitch where you block the staircases.
Yeah.
They stopped it, but then people found out, well, if I spawn in a boat, drive it aside, spawn in another boat, and destroy the previous one, then that boat that's still there doesn't despawn. Well, then they fixed it again. And then now it's like the third boat that you spawn in doesn't despawn. But then I think they fix that again because this last time I tried it, it didn't seem to work. So I think they officially fixed it now. All boats just despawn. But there are still
Yeah.
people trying
Yeah,
different
I
things
have
with it.
noticed that. I have noticed that. A
Yeah.
lot of the time in my speedruns,
Yeah.
you'll see a boat just parked next to, like really close on the right side of the biolab near Melee Macchiato. It's like kind of by the ammo chest thing.
Yeah, I've seen
And
that one.
now in the
Yeah.
speedrun, you always bump into it because you jump off the Pack-a-Punch platform as you're going to Nathan to unlock him. There's no purpose of ether shrouding to get there faster anymore because you have to wait through quotes. You can't skip those quotes, at least not yet anyway. And
Yeah.
every time that I pass through that area, I see a boat there. And then after I kill Nathan and the cutscene's done, I have to go back over to that spot to get a boat so I can get to the actual, like, you know, the actual big boat for the lockdown. There's no boat there. So you have to waste 500 essence every time to spawn a boat in because the devs despawn the boats. It's dumb.
Oh, that sucks. Oh man, that really sucks. I admit, yes, it was a glitch and it's not what they intended for the game, but I actually really enjoyed just like doing that camping with like a bunch of other random people and just grinding points and stuff. It was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. I even invented my own glitch spot with the boat. I melee the boat all the way up the staircase and I bring it all the way up to the elevator and I block off the door
Oh,
on the elevator and
Oh
everybody
my
stands in there.
god.
It works
Jesus.
so well
Oh
for the
my
longest
god.
time, but
Bro is that one
uh,
guy who is trying to bring his big ass surfboard into the elevator. And it's like room for one
dude, I
more,
did
and you're just like, nope to the zombies.
it.
God
Dude, it
damn.
works so well. I had one of my longest runs, which also this makes me so mad, and one of the things I wanted to rant about, but it's just I hate so much that Treyarch erased all of our progress for everything. If you had logs, they erased it. If you went a certain level in like Terminus or Liberty Falls, you're back to zero. It sucks, man. And that made me so mad.
So I did hear about this, but I won't lie.
Did
I
you
don't
not
think
lose your
that I hopped
progress?
on the game. That was like
Yeah,
one
I
of the
have.
rare opportunities where I just wasn't playing the game. I heard all the news from Twitter, and then the next moment I hear that everything's been restored. I checked it before we started this
What?
podcast. All of my intel is still there. My save file is still there. My progress is still there. Level's still there. Augment's still there. Everything is still there. Maybe I had to like re-equip some
No.
Wonder Weapon skins or something like that, but and
Well,
settings.
that's not
That's a
quite
whole
what
nother
I'm
can of worms.
referring
The
to.
settings that you
I
constantly have to reset every time you open the game. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. That's why I gave up on trying to get a like a custom HUD or whatever. Because after they might have changed this
Yeah.
by now, but after the very first time, it like completely reset and I just gave up.
Yeah. Not only is it like
Yeah.
annoying from that perspective, it's annoying from like a keybind perspective if you're on mouse and key. What I've been trying to do is I've been trying to make sure that I turn off the cloud save setting feature before I close the game so that the next time I open it, it saves all my settings. It's not 100%. It saves most of them nowadays, but it doesn't save all of them. It's so frustrating. And the worst part is that as the game continues to get older, day by day, and we learn more stuff, I'm learning new tricks and stuff that I can do with my keybinds that optimizes my gameplay. I'm gonna have to remember how I did all that. And if I don't, I'm just gonna be like, bro, I have to relearn this all over again. It's gonna suck.
You gotta
So-
do some tutorials. Yeah, that's how you practice it, man. By doing the tutorials and speaking it out loud, it'll help you
Making
remember it that
tutorial.
much more.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
All
know if
right.
Treyarch or Call of Duty is gonna see this. But I'm not making a tutorial for that, and there's a reason why. It's because there is some
Everything
movement
gets
tech in this
patched.
game that I feel like is gonna get patched, and I do not want it getting patched.
Is it what I think it is? Is it that thing you showed me?
Yes, it
And
is that thing I showed you.
Is that one of the movement techs you're talking about? That's like tied to your keybinds.
Yes, specifically that. I've tested it on console. It does not work on console.
Does not work on console. That's very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
you have to be on mouse and key, specifically mouse and key, to do it.
Like, what are the odds Treyarch sees this though? Like, come on.
Yeah, what are the odds? There's
I think
dude, there's
the
no
odds
way
are
they're gonna
high.
see this. We haven't
They
even
love our
explained
podcast.
what the tech is, like, explicitly yet. We've just beaten around the bush.
Dude, they are down there in the comments section next to Santa Thick Thighs. They're there.
They are one of the
They are
15.
there,
They are the, they
This,
are
the
14.
the amount of
one
nerfs
of our
we've
15.
received in this game already, please do not take away one of the most fun things about the game,
Yes.
especially for someone like me who speedruns. Please don't.
Yeah. I
Oh,
felt the
God.
same thing too. I ended up discovering a new glitch, a new area where it can camp and a new way to take out zombies. And I was tempted to make a tutorial how to do it because everybody's bringing up new stuff. But after they bring up these new tutorials of how to do them, they get patched, they get fixed, and you don't see them anymore. So I'm keeping this one to myself. But
Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
I mean, I could share it with you guys at least, but then also get out onto YouTube. But it's only 15 people. It can't be that bad, I guess.
Can't be that bad. We
Unless
trust
this
the
episode
integrity.
takes off.
We trust the
Yeah, okay.
integrity of our small
So,
community. Yeah, we
I
do.
don't know if you've seen recently, but in Terminus, if you go in with Aether Shroud and you have the ability that allows you to jump forward or backwards,
So
what
burst
you
dash
do,
augment. Yeah.
yeah, you go over to the armory, you put your back towards that, and you want to be on the right side of the door, right where it's what is it? The frame of the door is. You want to then
Yeah.
hold back on your controller
Oh.
and then jump back through that. You'll get into that room, and you're perfectly fine. You can do this both in the standard mode. You will not get kicked for inactivity. I've tried unless you just completely stop moving, but you can keep moving in that room, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then what you use is the glitch of what is it called? Dark flare. It has a orb ability. I can't remember what the name of that one is, but it shoots an orb
Supernova.
and it goes through the wall. So you can shoot it out and just take zombies out and keep going multiple rounds. I learned that off of Instagram, but my own version uses just that first step. You get into that room and then you crouch down or you go completely prone on the ground and
Yeah.
then you crawl over to the main door, and just on the left side where the concrete is, the concrete wall, and on the left side of that frame there, you can shoot through the concrete and take out zombies. And there's also a spot up above that you can get headshots from. So if you want to level up your weapons to get higher XP on that, you can.
So
just
there's
point
a
it about
shed
the level of their
glitch
heads,
on
and you can get
Terminus
through
as
it.
There
well.
is a shed
Interesting.
glitch.
See,
Yep.
I knew about that, just not like that, because I saw it from a Mythbusting Mondays episode from Codename Pizza, where
Love
they had a
Mythbusters.
player enter the armory, down themselves, and then another player used nowhere but there to get in there.
Huh.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
interesting. I
Yeah.
guess that would work. It'd be a good way to bring somebody in, but you could easily change your loadout, um, or sorry, not your loadout, change your augment. But you could easily get like Ether Shroud to get in there. But if you didn't have like everything unlocked,
Yeah.
that's a good way to get somebody in there then.
It's a pretty,
The
I
only
mean,
thing
you can
is
change
has
your
to
field
make it
upgrade,
in.
you can change your gun pack, so it's, yeah.
Yeah. I do like that. I like that's a feature, but I hate that every time you prestige, you lose your gobble gum packs. Like, Why did they make
Yeah.
it like that? It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
They
not
kept that from
annoying.
BO3. It's so frustrating, bro. It's
I mean,
so
they kept
frustrating.
everything else. You keep your loadouts and how you set up everything, but why not the
Dude,
gobblegums?
they're
It
just
just
giving me more and more reasons not to prestige.
yeah. But as I was telling Wistful though, I've been extremely competitive in this game. I was never about prestiging in games. I was never about like
Yeah,
unlocking
you've been telling
camos and
me.
stuff.
I'm
I've
a little
just
bit
been
behind, but dude, I bet you I would be like prestige 9 at this point if I didn't waste so much of my time on the camo grind, just sitting
yeah.
on prestige 1 level 56. So much of
Yeah,
that time
yeah.
was wasted there. I'm showing on prestige 4 right now, I think it is. Going through it. It's
Yeah,
I'm
that's
I'm
pretty good
almost
though.
I'm
I think
almost able to prestige, but I don't know if I should prestige soon. I don't know if I should.
it's up
I
to
might
you.
want
You can
to.
use your permanent unlocks for the stuff that doesn't get unlocked right away. Like I
That's
used a permanent
true.
unlock on
That's
like my bats
true. And I
to
do
get
have
that because I
time,
wanted to
but
grind that one
yeah.
for its camos.
Yeah, I'll have to see.
Yeah. Yeah, melee items is the ones I've been trying to work with a lot recently, and I've maxed out almost to the full camo, but then they brought in the drill, which I really like the drill. It is faster, it is more powerful. Well, I think it's just as powerful as the knife. It goes as many rounds as the knife before you have to then do like 2 hits. But I've really liked it. It's a faster hit speed, which I really like. And then mixed with melee macchiato, if you have like the
So
faster
kind of like the
ability,
E tool from
I
Cold War.
really like it, man. I can just go at things. And
We
there's a
love
certain glitch
Eagle.
spot in
Interesting.
Liberty Falls that you can just melee things, and it's just so good. Man, it's been fun. I do enjoy the glitches. I've gone on like Instagram and stuff, and people absolutely hate it when somebody posts a glitch video. I'm really surprised by this. They really despise it. Like they're like, oh, just play the game the way it's intended and stuff. And I mean, I do respect that. I mean, it's like the game has its own challenges, and you can go about it just playing rounds. But one of the things that made Infinite Warfare so fun is it had a lot of glitches. You could do like the 3-gun
Yeah.
glitch, and you could mess things up. You could have somebody come in with a certain card and maybe give everybody, I don't know, like a temporal increase for the rest of the entire game and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
that stuff is so cool. And I feel like getting rid of all those cool things is a mistake. Cause if you have something against it, then just don't use the glitches. Just go about it normally, you know? But if somebody wants to like just farm XP or something like that, it's kind of nice. I enjoy it. There's a fun part about that. I think it's so cool. And I also love how the community is just trying to figure how to break the game even more and more every single time. There's something fun about that too, but yeah, I don't know. I did want to get your opinion on that though. How do you guys feel about that? I saw I saw a post by Noah J just recently. Somebody asked him
Yep.
like
Yep.
in his
I know
chat like,
exactly what you're
what do
talking
you
about.
think
It's a
about the
YouTube
boat
short.
glitch?
Yep.
Here he's like glitching. He's doing
He's
the
like, how do you feel about
literally the
glitching
dark
in COD
shadow glitch.
Zombies? And he's like, I think that people who cheat in Black Ops 6 Zombies are the scum of the earth and they should get permabanned.
As he's glitching
I
I
think they are
don't
the
even
most
want to say it.
disgusting people ever as he's going through his menus and he's just getting infinite dark flare charges. Just
Most disgusting people ever, as he is Noah
Yes.
J, and yeah.
It
If
was
you know,
very
you know.
funny,
If you
but
know, you know.
I do know, unfortunately. Unfortunately, so.
If you
we know. We are
Dude,
aware.
why do our YouTubers have to have so many skeletons in their closet, man? It sucks.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I don't know.
I need me a zombie role model that has not done horrible things.
Like when a creator gets over like 1 million followers, they just decide to do something that they probably shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing. I don't know why it
That
happens.
sucks, man.
Yeah.
Power do corrupt sometimes. That's what they do say. But back on topic,
Yeah.
I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about like the glitches and stuff? Do you think it's wrong that Treyarch removed a lot of this stuff? Do you think it was the right move? Things like that.
Um I will say that there is a degree of glitching that's been patched that I'm like I really wish that they didn't do this. Like I'll just list examples because I can't really explain like a conceptual kind of basis thing at this current moment. But like glitches like the point glitch that you could get from the cursed talisman or the basketball Easter
Yeah.
egg where you could get like
Mhm.
60k points. That stuff was so
Yeah.
cool. It was
That
so
was
much
cool.
fun. I don't know
I
why that they patched
can't do
that.
that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Like,
Probably
that's
just for
something that the
balancing,
player would
but
want.
I don't know why that they patched that. Um and a glitch that I'm like I have to continuously tell myself like they patched this because of stability. They patched it because not everybody is smart enough to know how to get around this. But
Mhm.
I still am upset to this day that they patched the canister dupe on Liberty Falls.
Yeah,
That
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 that's
that
that's
that
true.
skip,
Yeah.
like, dude, I am like the routing and the run of Liberty's Easter egg is so concrete in my head with that skip, and then now you have to do the Strauss counter shit, and I'm
Taken
like,
away.
I don't want to do it. I don't. I really don't want to do it. But
Yeah,
I
from, like, a
understand why they
speedrunning
patched it
perspective,
because if you
that
don't know
sucks.
how to get around the skip, so that it doesn't soft lock your game, it would soft lock the game, and you know, if something soft locks, they gotta patch it because
Yeah.
game stability.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've been hearing so many things like that. Like, there was
Thankfully,
apparently some
Terminus
sorta
has not
glitch.
been touched the way that Liberty has been touched. Thankfully.
Yeah, few things, but yeah, not as bad. But yeah, there were certain things like speedrunners and then people that were just going rounds. They ended up changing just things that didn't need to be changed. I remember that in like an update video of like the actual updates for the game that Milo made, and he was talking about like
Milo.
one of the main spawn area. People would go rounds in the main spawn area in Liberty Falls, and apparently there was some kind of bug where the manglers wouldn't be spawning in huge numbers, and so it made it a good area for them to keep going until they got to like round 100 and stuff. But then Treyarch was like, "Nah, you need manglers, man," and so they fixed it, bringing in just a ton of manglers into the spot. So stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like, why? They're not even the main issues of the game. Like, there are some serious bugs in the game, but they're not the things that they fix right away, which I don't get that. And it's usually the things that make your playing experience more enjoyable. Like like the point glitch. It's really rewarding. I personally, I find like going through the pirate side Easter egg a little bit tedious. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if it's
no, it's
just me,
definitely
but it's
yeah.
like you do it
Yeah.
once, it's like, it's kind of cool, you know? It's pretty neat. But then it's not something you want to do every game because it's just a lot of steps and it takes a lot of time.
And it requires
And
you to get a perk that's just like not even that good.
excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't even duplicate the points on that the talisman anymore and stuff. And so it's not as worth it. And in fact, when I was using the talisman, because the zombie spawns in Black Ops 6, the zombies will spawn all over the place. They spawn in front of you, behind you, and there's like almost no chance you're not going to get hit. So with the penalty of getting hit with the talisman, you end up losing almost more than you earn sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a glitch
Isn't
spot,
it
then
like
it can
10%
win.
of your points that you lose each
It
time?
takes a lot of your points, man.
Yeah, it takes
It's a
so
lot.
much.
So it almost seemed not worth using it most times. And you always get hit. If a mangler pulls you in, well, you got hit. Dude, and then there's flies shooting stuff at you continuously. So you're gonna take damage no matter what.
Dude,
And
Yeah, I
I don't
felt
know.
the enemies like to deal damage to the player a lot when I was doing my afterlife grind, bro, especially with the snipers and the goblin. Oh my fucking god. That was pain. That was pure pain.
It's painful. Yeah.
Absolute dreadful. I'm glad it's over now, but oh my god, it was painful.
Yeah. Didn't they
And that
also like
camo's not
patch
even hard to
the
get. It's not even hard.
Well, snipers is a little more of a challenge, but I mean, if you're
Not the
good enough, you
LR.
could.
Not the
That one
LR.
was
The
fun. That's
LR
a
is
fun one.
so
But
easy.
that's what I was gonna talk about. I think they brought down the damage on that thing because it doesn't seem as effective as it once was. Maybe it's just me, but unlike the bosses, it doesn't seem to like shred their health as much as it used to.
Yeah, I think there's a reason for that too. So, well, okay, this could be completely wrong, but from what I've heard, the damage scaling in zombies is tied to multiplayer, and I think it
Oh,
was the LR that was like that one sniper that everyone was clearing lobbies with.
oh,
So
they
I'm
used it
pretty
too
sure they
much.
nerfed that.
Uh,
Um,
you're probably right.
and I think that went over to zombies as well.
Makes sense. They did buff a lot of weapons though, I will say that. I can't notice it too much, but apparently like the ASG, they ended up buffing that one. They also I think the AK they ended up buffing a little bit. I think Goblin
Mhm.
as well. And
Bro, they
then
nerfed
what was
the
the other one?
GS45 on Patient
They did though.
13, bro.
They did.
They
Also, is it
nerfed
just me
it.
or is he more
Oh,
tanky than before?
he
Like I
is.
went into a match with four or three other players, and it took so long for us to take it down. The manglers, no, if you bring, or sorry, not manglers, if you bring in a mutant injector, you can no longer shred the boss's health. Chopper gunners
Don't
don't
Yeah.
do any
use mutant
damage anymore.
injections on co-op under any circumstance, pretty much at all. Every
Just for
single
the boss,
thing
you mean,
except
or
for the zombies that you deal damage to in your game on co-op, the mutant injection does nothing. It does nothing.
it used
You
to
have to
though.
be on
That's the
solo for it to
thing.
do something.
And
Uh,
it's the exact opposite with the chopper gunner. It is
Yeah,
complete shit solo, but co-op it
mhm.
still does decent damage.
it's
Like
so
how does
good
that
on
even work?
co-op. It's so good on co-op. Yeah.
See, I feel like both got nerfed because like I went in with three other players, another match, and we got to the boss, and this was just as I'd heard about the mutant injectors shredding the boss's health, and sure enough, it did. It really worked. But then this last time we went in, I went in with a mutant injector again, expecting the same result, and it did no damage at
What
all. I
round were
couldn't
you
believe
on
it.
between those two games?
That is a good question, actually. Yeah, maybe that could have played
I
a
I
part, but
thought I thought the
I saw
boss health
nothing
was
from it.
set. I didn't think it was round based.
It is round based, yeah.
It is round based. Okay, that's good to know.
I
I
think
can't
that
imagine
people
it
were
might go
doing
up a
more
little bit,
damage
yeah.
with the Mangler cannon on the mutant injection on like round 50 to the boss, and you could like almost insta kill him.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
scaling of
see,
it is round
it was
based.
broken before,
It's definitely round based.
but now it just doesn't seem like it does anything. And even the guy that went in with a chopper gunner, he did barely any damage to it. I couldn't believe it. Before, those things
Yeah.
used to do so much damage, even if you possibly an
I don't
insta
know
kill
why that would
too.
be. Do you know where he did the chopper gunner? Because if you do it in the water, it only works for like a couple seconds in the cycle.
No, he did it on the shore, and he had the full run of it. He didn't get knocked out of the air or anything,
Weird.
but it just didn't
What
do
was
any
he
damage.
shooting? Was he shooting the
Also, what phase was
tentacles?
it? What phase was it? Is also very important.
I didn't fully pay attention to what exactly he was shooting because I was running around avoiding stuff, but um,
Yeah.
I
If he was
think
shooting the
what
tentacles,
phase was
that's
that?
not what you're supposed to be shooting. You got to shoot him himself, the
Yeah, shoot
actual
him in
like
Yeah,
the
he
center.
head.
was. He was definitely shooting the boss. I think this was like his first, well, a little bit into his first phase, like around that time.
Okay.
Oh, I
It
mean, you
very
shouldn't even be
very
popping one
post.
on first phase
Yeah,
anyway.
you should
But
not.
yeah,
Yeah. It's just, yeah, it did nothing. I couldn't believe it. The chopper gunner did some damage, but the mutant ejectors did nothing. I didn't see anything move on his health bar, and I couldn't believe that. It just, they completely negated it. And that surprised the heck out of me.
yeah.
I mean,
Again, I really feel like that it's boss phase relative. I feel like that's what it is, because
mhm,
that's what it is for the chopper gunner, hands down.
yeah, it
That's
That's
is.
what
probably
it is for
why.
the. That's what it is for the ammo types as well.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
Like you
situation.
can't deal damage to the boss unless you have, I think it's just Deadwire, or maybe it's Shadow Rift on the second phase. I know
I've heard
Deadwire
Shadow
works
Rift,
for
yeah.
sure, but
Okay.
Yeah, unless or you just shoot the yellow spores on his two like closest tentacles.
Yeah, it's tentacles.
That's why
yeah.
every speedrunner
Yeah.
brings in Deadwire with the Sally and Forth into the boss fight, because you just shoot him and it does damage.
Is
You
that
know?
still good now though?
Yeah.
Because I remember I saw people doing where like they'll pop an insta kill and then they'll go with those the Sally and Mustang or the Mustang and Sally, sorry. They'll go in with those. But just recently I saw a post where they were saying like Treyarch ended up fixing that too. They ended up nerfing that and now it doesn't do as much
Hold
damage. So
on.
I
Are
wasn't
you
sure if you guys
talking
had
about the
tried it.
same boss fight, or are you talking about Nathan now? Because you've added an
No,
insta kill
no.
into this equation,
No,
and
I'm talking about patient 13.
Insta kill does
so
affect
so
patient
you
13
mean
list.
gums? Okay.
Yeah, like
I
insta kill
rarely use
Gobblegum
insta
comes
kill
with that.
gums in that boss fight, but okay.
I saw a clip of it where they went in with the Mustang and Sally with the insta kill and it shredded. Like his health
Yeah.
bar went down so fast.
Which makes sense,
but
yeah.
Not anymore. I'm pretty sure they did fix it. Because I remember seeing a
Oh
post
my
of them
God,
saying
dude,
What do
that
you mean
they patched
fix
it
it?
too.
What are you doing?
It's just
What do you
all this
mean
stuff.
fix it? That's not a fix. That's a nerf. It's
It is.
supposed to
Well,
deal more
that's what I
damage because
mean.
it's an insta kill. Insta
I
kills
don't
are
think-
goated in this game.
I don't think they intended for it, so that's why I'm saying fix. In
Brother.
their eyes, they fixed it.
Brother.
But yeah, for us, it's a nerf. Yes.
It's
God
like
damn
it's like they don't want us to like optimize.
It's
optimize.
like they want this game to be brought out, and then at like they're probably gonna pull a BO3 at the very end. We're gonna get like a Zombie Chronicles or something. So many gobblegums are gonna be made that are gonna make the game stupid, and it's gonna solve all our problems. And it's gonna be like, oh, you guys didn't think this was replayable in the past? Well, here you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so many things. I felt that to
man.
be fine in the game. People were figuring out cool ways of beating the boss so much faster. I always thought that was such a cool thing. Like when we went with you, Carpal, into the boss battle of the Frozen Dawn. Yeah, the Frozen Dawn
yes.
map. You knew a strategy that you could do to just take him out in record time. I've never seen
Hell
anybody
yeah.
take it down so fast. And to me, that is so cool. It's like it's something your regular player doesn't know, so most people don't even mess with it anyways. But for like somebody that wants to speed run for one or just wants to try something really cool, they have that option. And I find that to be such a cool thing, you know? But
Have
they
you
got rid
guys
of that
seen
stuff.
the Sigma clip on
No.
Patient 13?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, you guys have not seen the Sigma clip. Oh my god. Okay.
Why,
You're
what
gonna have
happened?
to look this up at some point. But yeah, so a team of 4 went into the Terminus boss fight and had like maximum damage Sigmas, and they killed the boss fight in literally 2 seconds, and it soft locked the Easter egg. It soft locked the boss fight because they killed Patient 13 so fast.
Dang.
Shout out to Bogga My Dog, a pretty well known Destiny hardcore player.
I'll have to check that out. That
Yeah.
sounds sick. I bet it's probably been fixed, but man, I hope not.
I don't know about that. Sigma's kind of crazy, but
Dude, every weapon I thought was once good, they seem to have fixed it.
Yeah,
So
it's like they give us the tools and they don't want us to use them.
Napalm
like
Burst used to be so awesome, and then they nerfed it to the grounds. The
Dude, they
Wonder
threw in a
Weapon,
pot of
the
gold,
Beam
but they don't
Smasher
want
on
me.
Terminus used to be so cool, and now the ammo drops that you pick up give you 9 ammo. Like, it was
Yeah.
nerfed so much.
I noticed that, and what my strat, what it used to be, because I used to bring in the not dual wield Sally. I used to
So just the
fire shots
Sally.
with the Sally, and then immediately switch to the Wonder Weapon and start farming ammo with that in the boss. But no.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Not
what I used
Treyarch
to do is
thought
just
we were having
hoard,
too much fun.
debuff, and just fire the gun, and I'd have plenty of ammo. And I'd still be able to get ammo because the game spammed manglers on you. So then they nerfed that. Nowadays, what I would do is I would hoard zombies, I would weaken them, and then switch to the Sally and Forth, and then just dead. So yeah, the Beam Smasher is no longer like one of those wonder weapons for late game that's gonna get you kills.
Not the best.
It's a wonder weapon that's gonna debuff the zombies to facilitate those kills.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's what it is. It's a tool. It is a
Imagine
tool
if you
now.
could
Which
use
is bad.
the
Which is bad. Which is like, I think everyone can agree that is just bad.
yeah. Imagine
I don't
using
know.
the
I like the
hypnosis
fact that
feature
the
of the Wonder
debuff
Weapon on
all
patient
fires a thing.
13.
Hmm?
That honestly would be kind of neat.
Wait,
Like then,
what?
Sorry, can you
like
repeat yourself?
using
Not what?
the hypnotizing feature of the Beam Smasher
The
on patient
mesmerize,
13.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool if you could have done that, but it's never worked for me.
Oh,
Not
like
on
use
him.
it on the boss or
On the boss, just to like then be able
yeah.
to do
Yeah,
potentially
no.
more damage to him,
I think the only enemies in the
Neat.
game that can't be mezzed are Patient 13, Nathan, and the HVTs, both kinds of them on Liberty.
Yes.
Those are the only enemies in the game you can't actually mesmerize.
Like
Like it
what's so
doesn't slow
special
them, it
about-
doesn't debuff them, it doesn't add any particle effects to them. They're just immune to it.
What is so special about Nathan amalgamation that he's like immune to the mesmerize? Like what? Huh?
Maybe because he's
I don't
still
know,
in
bro.
there, maybe because he's not a zombie, the
I
weapon
don't
doesn't
know,
work on it.
bro.
Is that the lore, perhaps?
Is
I don't
that
know.
the lore?
Could be the lore. It would be my best guess, my only guess, really.
Speaking of lore, have you guys done your homework and have you guys
No.
have you
Is
guys
this
been
man
up to
talking
date with
about
it? Have you guys
the
collected
references
all
to
of the
Black Ops 4?
intel? Do you guys have all
I am
18
s-
and 30? I think it's 18. I mean.
I'm still in the realm of oh my god chaos, and that's kind of it.
Dude, you just made me so mad. This is something we started getting into, but we didn't actually get into it too deep. But I was mentioning that they got rid of you thought I was talking about the loadouts, but I wasn't talking about the loadouts. Treyarch ended up erasing all the logs and intel that you collected. I had collected everything from Terminus. I was missing a few things on Liberty Falls, but then they reset their system, and
If
now
they
I'm
did,
missing
they
everything.
patched that. They reverted it. They fixed it.
I'm still missing everything, man.
You
I don't
still
have anything.
are?
I'm
They
missing
forgot
it
you.
Brother,
all.
I've got it all.
They didn't
You
give me my stuff
sleeping?
back.
The hell?
I hate them so much for that. And then on top of that, even all my rounds. Now, if I go into the game, it says this is your highest round.
Oh
and it
yeah,
also shows I've never
that's fucked.
X-filled on my
That
games.
that is fucked. I agree.
I'm so
That is
pissed
fucked.
off from that. Because originally I was coming into this, I have more things I'm mad about over Black Ops 6 than I am happy about at this time. Like, originally when I came into the game, and you guys heard this in the previous podcast, I was skeptical. I was like, sure it could be good, but I don't know. I went into the game like that. Then I got to see Terminus, got to play it, and I'm not mentioning Liberty Falls because that's absolutely trash. But I got to try Terminus, and I loved it. I
It's
thought it was
not
really nice. I
that
liked the
bad of a
atmosphere.
map. It's
Like,
not
yeah,
for us
I think
hardcore
it's-
players, but it's not that bad of a
I
map.
think it serves its
Ah,
purpose.
Liberty Ball.
It
Yes.
does what it needs to.
It does. Yeah,
I'm,
it serves
I'm
its
sorry,
purpose.
I cannot look at that map and think like,
It's really
now
ugly.
that's a quality map.
It's super
I'm
ugly.
sorry.
It's funny though, cause like
I can't. I just
to
can't.
be fair, you know, the community's like, yo, guys, this map looks like a multiplayer map. Can you make it look more zombies? And the devs are like, all right, you asked for it.
They added a filter.
They push
That's all
one
they did.
button, and you know what they do? You know what they do to change the map? They
like,
change
lower
the
brightness.
lighting overall just a teeny tiny bit, and they add 2 ether storms in to tease and leak the Easter egg. They literally gave us Easter egg hints with those ether storms, and we were like, "Oh, is that some like dynamic environment stuff? Like, ooh, I'm interested." Nope,
Ooh.
nope. It's an HVT spawner with the LTG, and we were all
Oh, dude,
we
that
were all
hurts me.
so we were all yep.
Hurts me to my
Gas
core.
up, bro.
That
Hurts
was
me to my inner zombie.
To your inners. Oh my goodness.
My inner zombie's
Dude,
crying right now.
such a missed opportunity not having the pack room skybox like at some point expand the whole map.
And no
Uh,
Easter eggs with the skybox in there either.
No
too,
Easter egg,
Which
yeah.
I'm surprised about that. I really
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
That skybox.
I remember
is
everybody was
incredible.
talking up such
is
hype.
cool.
Like, imagine we're gonna get a D machine, guys. Imagine we get to enter the dark ether and the whole map. Nope.
Man, we
I
really took
was
it for
so hoping
granted.
for. I was hoping for an underground facility, man. I was like,
Yo,
there's no way
I
this
was
map.
too. I was
There's
hoping
no
for an
way.
underground facility. Like, hey,
Ah,
give
I
me
wanna see
Richtofen.
the
I want to see
Forsaken
the
Vault.
orb. I want to see that elevator. I want to see the waff.
exactly.
I want to
I feel
see
like the
Sam. I
trailer
want to,
lied
dude.
to us.
Yeah, that's interesting. They showed the WAF in the intro cinematic,
And they did give it to
and
us.
they didn't give it to
They
us.
didn't
I
give it to
know.
us.
Oh, I have so many
I mean, can
upset
you
things
complain
about
really
them.
that much though? We got the jet gun,
Yes.
and oh
Yes,
my
I can.
fuck, the jet gun in
jet
this
gun is
game
good,
is
though.
insane. It's
I
so
will admit
good.
that was a great weapon.
The jet
But
gun
when you get a
definitely got a
trailer
redemption.
specific to a map, usually when we got a trailer, it was hinting to all the things we were to expect when we went in to play it. And almost everything in that trailer had nothing to do with the map that we ended up getting. And I have to admit that does make me a bit salty on that.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I cannot look at that map and be like that
Yeah,
map is good.
what is it called? Is it like Chekhov's gun, where if something is shown, it's gonna be used later? But they're just like, nope, nope, didn't happen.
Oh, is there a term for that? I guess I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that at all. Yeah.
I remember Chekhov. Loved him in Star Trek.
Chekhov. No, it's basically
The
in a
name is
movie,
going
if you
over my
show-
head. You guys
if-
are more
It's
knowledgeable than I am.
basically if like let's say a gun is shown in a movie, then it is gonna be used later on in that movie. Does that
I
make
feel like
sense?
that makes definite sense. Even
Like the
for a game, you know?
flamethrower in Alien.
Like the flamethrower in Alien, yeah,
I
right.
see what you
Yep.
mean. Okay, okay, all right.
Exactly. Like you can't just.
I'm picking up what you're laying down there. All right.
It's like foreshadowing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it hints you at what is supposed to be coming up. And we got none of it. Instead, we got this random ghost dude that talks to us.
Yeah,
and
Thanos
ends
or
up
Yo,
whatever
my
tricking us at
favorite
the end.
egghead, not just street smart.
Wasn't his name Thanos or something, or Panos?
Oh, I remember Thanos. Yeah.
Yo, Thanos.
Thanos.
Good old
Yo, yo.
I think my favorite part about that is he leaves the map at the end of the Easter egg and then just comes back. Like he's still up there.
Bye bye.
Yeah, I know. that
Dark
was a little weird.
Ether.
They didn't even just like
Or
press like.
in your
remove model.
parlance, thank you for being voluntold.
Oh, you know what would have been cool is if you when you came back into the match that you were your ghost self, like your character was then a ghost character.
Now,
Like
see
how
here,
they ended.
that
in
would be an
the game
issue
character.
because it's the same
Well,
exact
yeah, that's
particle
right.
effects
That's what the story-
from Ether Shroud. So,
Oh,
Eh.
well, good point there. And also, aren't they stuck in like the church? I kind of forgot that part. Like,
yeah,
they are
your
then stuck
operator
there.
is just stuck in the
Good.
dark ether. How do you feel about that? What if we
Yeah.
what if there's like
Still would've been cool,
HVT?
though.
Oh, wait a minute. What if they pull a moon in like a future map and there's like a special enemy that comes once per round or something? It's like the cosmonaut and it has the name of your friends and it like
Okay.
poses as the last operator that they played as.
Oh,
Even if it's one of the
would be
dedicated
kinda
crew
neat.
members and it's literally just like an ethereal like ghost version of them or some kind of amalgamation. It's like a mutated version of that operator because they came out of the dark ether. Dude, that'd be so cool.
Damn.
I actually would kind of like that.
Dude,
That
they
would be
gotta
really
hire
sick.
you. Like you're giving out too much here.
Hey, we all have
Hey.
great ideas on this podcast.
I was
And
just
because they're our
spitballing, brother.
number one fans, they better be listening.
Part of me hopes that they are. Part of me hopes they're not. Please do not nerf my fun. Please
Well,
don't
yeah,
nerf my fun.
nerfing
I
is
waited
not
4
cool.
years for this. Please don't nerf my fun.
Oh, that's
think
actually
it's-
crazy.
All the things we
4
love are gonna get nerfed anyway, so it's
God
best
damn it,
just
bro.
make a tutorial, make your videos now while the game is still good, and then when it's garbage, we'll just look back at the videos and reminisce.
And when the game servers are dead, we're all gonna be like, "Damn, what an era! What an era!"
What an era! You ruined
I think
the
it's just
game.
gonna remind me how much it pissed me off. Honestly,
You guys
I don't
remember
even
all
know.
the marketing that they did? Oh yeah, me neither, because
Yeah.
the servers are no longer being cared for. I wonder
Alright,
if they're
well,
gonna
somebody
ever
had
stop
it, though.
supporting MWZ, because they're obviously gonna stop supporting that game, that mode before BO6.
I gotta be honest, some of the ads with the replacer have been a little disturbing, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
They're
dude,
dumb,
the replacer,
dumb.
dude, I love that. I love that marketing from Treyarch. I
I
think
do
that
too.
marketing is
It's
so
just there
good.
were just a few ads they put together that just made you feel just ugh. It's just
Yeah,
a little
the
they went a
yellow.
little
Okay,
too
the
far.
dinner scene was kind
Yeah.
of yeah,
That is the
yeah.
main one.
Yeah, that's not yeah.
Oh my
Just a
god,
little
The dinner
oh.
scene was
dude, the monster like was it like free XP things or whatever that you can
Oh, yeah,
spend
those
by
too.
buying the monsters, and like they just didn't work,
Mhm.
or a lot of
Dude,
them just did
Rourke
not
was
work.
telling me that his wasn't working. He was scratching so many codes. He's buying so much monster. It's like, well, I'll see you in the afterlife, buddy.
Man,
God
I was
damn.
hoping maybe somebody on Reddit might have posted something like, "Ah, here's the code for you guys if you want it." But no luck. But yeah, I also this is a little bit random, but still on Black Ops 6 there, but what are your guys' thoughts on like operators? I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I I think it might be just the way that the characters are portraying themselves in this game. It's that they're making them really macho, really serious, and a little too serious. Where when I look back on games, like almost all of our previous like playable characters were kind of goofy. They said some of the weirdest things. And although there are some comments, and I cannot think of the particular playable character, but the one black guy that you can play as, trying to think of his
I'm
name.
gonna just
He's
stop you
actually
right
kind of
there
funny.
and completely disagree with you.
Do you
They are
disagree? See,
not
that's what I
super
was wondering.
serious. There are some goofy
There
ass
are,
quotes.
yeah,
There
dude,
are. You
I've
literally
actually
just
laughed
said the
out
black
loud.
guy, bro. Carver has a quote. If you buy
Carver.
Deadshot,
Yeah.
motherfucker should have named this Nutshot Daiquiri. Like, bro,
Yeah,
that is straight up juvenile. Like that.
he had some of the better ones, yeah.
I think the only character where that applies to is Maya. I think Maya's quotes are way too um
Serious?
way too
Yeah,
serious.
I
Yeah.
mean, a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
her
that's what I
quotes,
noticed
like
with her.
if she's not interacting with someone else, she's just
Weaver
talking
too,
about
though.
her experience as a smuggler. That's really
Yeah.
all her quotes are. But like, dude, Weaver is probably okay. I love the operator system in this game. I think it's great that you have these side operators for people who don't care about the storyline, and then you have the main cast for the people that do. I think Treyarch have nailed that execution. The only problem is Weaver has the worst, corniest fucking lines ever, bro. The last
Yeah.
time I drank this, I got explosive diarrhea. Like, bro,
Yeah, they seem too
stop.
forced at
Oh my
times, almost.
god.
And that bugs me. When I feel
He
like
just has
something
the
is really
worst
forced, it
quotes.
just doesn't come off
Yeah.
right for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt that with most of the operators. There's just a few occasions with Carver and then Gray. Gray also had some very unhinged comments here and there.
Yeah.
That were
I
actually really
love playing
funny.
as Gray. They're really funny. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just felt it's a little more lacking than like what some of the quotes, unhinged quotes we got from Rick Toffin and some of the
I
other
mean,
characters. Like,
I don't know
Chaos
You're
if they have
probably
the
Gavin.
talking about
balls.
Ultimus Richtofen. All right, I see you. I see
I
you.
don't think they
Ultimus
have. I
especially.
don't think they have the balls to do another Ultimate.
I don't think they do either.
No.
To be honest with you, yeah, no, that they're not gonna do that. They have no reason to do that. But
Yeah. But there was some really funny stuff, and it's the funny nature of it that I think has been a little lacking in my perspective. Like, there's been some unhinged comments, yes, but like more of the funny dialogues and the roasting of each other's characters. Like you'd have Rick Toffin roasting Takio or something like that, or the other way around. You know, those kind of like play off of characters, and I think that made me love them so much more. And I'm not really getting that as much from these characters. It's like they still feel almost like just
I
another
hope that they
soldier
have
with
more of
commentary
that
I can
kind of
play with.
interaction, especially with
Yeah.
Maya. Because a lot of the reason why those quotes exist is because those characters have fought zombies for eons, right? Maya's
Yeah.
just joined the crew. Eventually,
new.
she's gonna be talking with a thick Australian accent, like, look at his ass or some shit.
I
I
hope
don't
so.
fucking know.
I hope. I really do hope so.
Look at Carver's dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want, because I feel like they're really making the characters really macho, and I noticed that in like the cutscene, like after they took down Nathan, they're really really forcing this kind of tough persona, and I get they were locked up, and I get that could maybe play a role in that, but it seems forced. It doesn't feel realistic to me. I don't know. Just I never felt that in any other zombie games that we played before. Like the characters, I actually really connected with them, but this I'm not as much. And that's what really got me wondering about if you guys had that same feel or not. But yeah, it's really bugging me. I don't
I don't
know.
think
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
disagree
they'll
with
let.
you once again. I'm really disagreeing with you today,
Oh,
not
that's
lad.
fine. No,
Bro,
that's why I'm bringing it
the
up. I want to hear.
dialogue from Peck and Strauss about being stuck on the prison for like 6 years.
Don't touch my
Mhm.
warheads. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
literally, it
I
wasn't
didn't
6 years
consider
ago.
him.
Vanguard, wasn't that literally 6 years ago?
Never played it, but yeah, I
Or
think
wait, no,
probably
it was definitely not
maybe a
Vanguard
little
because
longer.
4 years ago was Cold War, and Cold War came out before Vanguard.
What's Vanguard? Never heard
Cold
of it.
War? No,
So
Vanguard came before
okay, my
Cold
bad,
War.
my bad. My point is that like the character quotes are literally saying like we've been waiting so long to get free from this prison. That's
Mhm.
literally how the zombies community has felt. Like literally how
True,
we
that's true.
felt.
Maybe that was just like
I connected with that. I don't care what anybody else says. I
maybe
connected with that.
maybe that was just Treyarch
Also, the
projecting.
one
Like,
character that definitely had the most like they are this way because of the prison is Strauss. Strauss is the most affected character by far.
Yeah,
You can see it in him physically. You can hear in his announcer quotes. Strauss has been affected the most
yeah.
out of any of them. I feel,
It's
but yeah.
interesting you brought those guys in the frame because that's not who I was kind of talking about. I was more talking
Oh, the
just the
playable
playable
characters.
characters,
Gotcha.
but
Okay.
no, you made a really good point with that, and I was thinking like to like Peck's dialogue and stuff. It's like he actually had some very fun stuff that it seems like his character's a little more relaxed in like his
less
role and stuff,
annoying.
and yeah,
Right, he
it
was annoying in Cold
actually
War. I don't know if that's
yeah,
controversial.
that's more how
I
it was for me. Yeah.
no, I agree. Yeah, I
But
agree.
I feel like, yeah, it's a lot better with his
Like
dialogue
he's
and
being
Strauss as
friendly
well
in
too.
the best way Peck could possibly be, especially
Yeah,
when you're building the
Exactly.
beam smasher. Bro, every time I finish the purple orb and I hear him talk about like imagine the synaptic algorithm module has stuff on Richtofen and we can go find his ass. Like I don't know what it is about it, but the way he says that, I just feel so comfortable. Like, I don't know what it is. The way he says that, like, dude, I just know this man wants to make it up to these people. He wants to prove to them Richtofen needs to be taken down a peg because of how evil he is. And bro, I think that's probably like the best dialogue, the best line of dialogue that he has. That's not even like funny based. It's just his character development. I just love that line of dialogue. Or maybe it's just because I've heard that so many times from speedrunning. Either way, I love that line.
I mean,
His
it could
words are
also
like
be due to him mainly being known for that one dancing bit on Firebase,
oh yeah, that's a
and you
classic.
just
That is a
associate
classic.
that him with that. So hearing him say something
Dude
actually
had the
coherent
moves.
and intelligent, it's like I don't
Careful,
know, it's
Martha.
better.
Watch my toes. I only have the 10.
I only have the 10.
How dare you interrupt a lovely dance with my dear Martha?
It was
Oh man.
waltz, not dance, but
Oh, you're right.
I'll let
My
it
bad.
pass.
How dare. Oh man.
Oh man, yeah.
But hey, that reminds me a little bit. You made mention of something that also reminded me of another topic that I'd mentioned earlier before we started the podcast, but I wanted to definitely talk to you guys about it. I I was kind of mentioning to Wistful earlier. I don't know if you were here for this, Carpal, but um, I saw a post on Instagram of somebody that was talking that Black Ops 6 is going to have transit coming into it. Like it was confirmed, and it seemed very positive in themselves, but I don't know if it was just a troll, but it actually kind of worries me a little bit. At first, I was super excited for the idea of like a Chronicles coming into Black Ops 6, the system worries me slightly. I don't want um the UI and the system of Black Ops 6 to come into transit or like buried any of those. I don't want to go through transit picking up salvage to craft something, you know? I I don't really like the idea of it being on this system. If it was like brought into like Black Ops 3 system, I would have loved that. That would have been really nice. But I don't like the idea of it being on Black Ops 6 system. The way it is, it's completely different than what I personally would
I
like.
mean,
So
if
you'd
they were to
prefer
bring it back,
traveling 15 billion miles to a crafting table to repair your shield for free? Think about that.
think about that.
Think about that.
You would prefer
Nah, I don't like it.
going to the power station, going to the power station, placing the turbine, and then going all the way to town, hoping the turbine is still alive just to pack a punch. Like that
Ah,
does
the
not.
memories, man. The memories.
Like they've already introduced the idea of having like a map centric vehicle with a boat, and I think most people enjoy the boats.
Transit with
So
the boat.
they could add like a dune buggy or something, or like a
Yeah,
motor. I don't
dude.
know,
I
and you
don't
can
know.
travel
A
between locations.
drivable bus.
I don't know if I like
Yo,
that. No.
put a drivable
Just
dude. Make the
had
dark
everything
ether
that's in there,
bus,
yeah.
bro. Make the dark ether bus.
Ether bus.
We need the dark ether bus.
Oh, sorry. It's gonna be a solid no for me. I feel it's gonna change the feel of it too much. I already don't like that we have drivable vehicles in zombies. I
You
mean,
don't
personally am
like
not a
it?
fan.
Oh,
I don't.
I'm
okay.
sorry,
I
not
really
lad, but
don't.
it's transit. Like they can't exactly make it worse. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah. Well, I just don't like the system. I don't like the UI. I don't like the UI, and I don't like the picking up of salvage, although it's unique to this game and also Cold
It's
War.
not unique to this game at
I'm
all,
not a
but go on.
fan. Well, yeah, it's more Cold War if anything, but they revamped it a little bit supposedly. But
They removed an
I
entire
just
rarity of salvage. Thumbs up. Yep.
It's way
I
better
just
because you don't have to worry about the yeah.
Yep.
I just don't like it, man. It's too different and has a
Yeah.
different feel that and this was another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I saw a video of these guys just showing scenes of like previous zombie maps that we've had in the past. And unlike Cold War and Black Ops 6, they all had a different feel as soon as I saw the different maps. It's like its atmosphere, everything about it was so much different than these
That
past
I
two
think
games
that I
we've
think that was
had.
just I think that was just Black Ops 2 in general. Like every single
Yeah.
one had like a
That was Black
completely
Ops 2
unique
in
mechanic.
general. I think at this point, though, that Black
I
Ops 6, the atmospheres on Liberty and Terminus are both very, very, very unique. I actually think I can
Yeah.
say that now.
Well, I'm kind of talking about all the maps, like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 6, or not Black Ops 6,
Why
sorry,
would you
Black Ops
talk about
2,
all the
Black Ops
maps when you're
1.
trying to rank their atmosphere and how unique it is? Wouldn't you look
Well,
at them
that's the
individually?
thing.
Yeah,
They had
and
a
then if
completely different feel to them, which surprised me. Just seeing the video, the clips from it, is like these two new games don't feel anything really like it. It's like it's a completely new game to me. It feels completely different. And maybe it's just me, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't strike the same way as the previous games. It's like there's a big difference. Definitely like the UI and the HUD and
Maybe
everything is
maybe what you
definitely different,
mean
but
is like, for
I
example,
don't know.
buried, your major tool of navigating through the map is Leroy, and then on Mob, it's Afterlife, right?
then on Die
Or
Rise,
your
it's
major
Trampolines
tools,
and
especially
Blind
for high
Jones.
rounds in Cold War or in BO6, is all killstreak spam. I think
No,
that's
that's
what
not
you
it.
mean.
No,
No?
it's not.
Oh,
No, that had nothing to do with kind of my
okay.
thoughts on it. No, it's just the atmosphere because the video I was shown it was just scenes of like just the environments of every map we've had. They were much darker, and there was much more like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the new maps are more simplistic, whereas the old ones had more going on, more details, more things that made you
Like I
question things and wonder. I don't know.
for Liberty, sure,
Just
but I think Terminus has a
Terminus is the one
very
that comes
unique
close.
atmosphere.
It does though. it's just yeah.
Like,
There's more,
what
like,
what other
mysticism
map
in
are
the
you
old
gonna
ones.
go out in the middle of the ocean and a giant tentacle's gonna attack you?
Yeah. No, I
I
think
I
it's
don't
more
know.
mysticism in the environment.
I
Like, if you
mean,
think of,
you've
like,
got
Black
one
Ops
half
3,
of
you
those
had
with
floating
Armada from
things.
Outbreak, but that's
You
beside the
had
point.
Whist.
yeah.
Quiet. Um,
I
I
will
maybe
not
it's
be
just me,
silenced of
but
my
I don't
Alright, I'm
know.
done. I'm done.
the second we mention Armada Outbreak is the second that we stop talking about this topic.
I love Armada. Armada was great.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here.
We're done.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just it might just be me on that then. I just felt like there's maybe some sort of dark some mysticism from it that is missing in these newer maps. I like there's no floating objects, there's no like I'm trying to think of more examples here. Like more strange things happening off in the distance, the kind of stuff like that. Maybe it's that or maybe it is just how dark some of the maps were. Like the atmosphere. Like I think of like Nuketown. It's the first one that comes to mind for me. It really had a dark atmosphere to it. Like it was really downcast. Everything was really dark about it. You had only like some embers and stuff lighting certain areas and things like that, fire lighting certain locations. Yeah, I don't know.
Not lad. I think you might need to turn your brightness down because Terminus legit takes place at night.
No, dude, I could send you that video. I think I saved it, but it's just it really just
Does he
struck a
not
chord with
see
me.
the
It's
full moon
something.
in the background of the skybox? I
Dude,
don't
I
know if he
love
sees
the
the
Oh
moon.
full
yeah, oh
Moon
moon,
is
yeah.
dude.
sick.
It's a thick moon, yes. Nah, I don't it's hard to describe. I still have trouble putting my finger on what it is exactly, but something is missing and I just can't figure out what it is. But yeah, it definitely gave me a whole different feeling looking at those old ones compared to what we have. Definitely less HUD on the screen. That's definitely a big thing. But it's nice we have the option to turn that off. Just unfortunately, some of the important
Damn
things that you
right it
need to see, you
is.
can't.
You damn right it is.
I can't
And
tell
then
what
it
gobble gum I'm
resets.
pulling when I have the hood turned off, and I don't like that. Because it turns off everything. You can't tell how much you're paying for stuff, nothing. You see nothing.
Is
And
it?
there's some things that you need to see, you know?
I want to recreate Descent. Fucking double feature.
Y- Wait, Descent double feature?
Descent double feature. Yeah, when you had no HUD and it was all black and white.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
weird
yeah,
reference.
yeah.
Yeah, ignore that.
That caught me off guard, really. I did not. I didn't know you were going with that. But yeah, sorry, that
You
was
know
just a
me,
separate
I'm not
rant.
very
I'm just
cultured when
curious
it
if
comes
you
to
Yeah,
had that
exos.
same thought, but
I should
I
have read
just
the room. I should have read the room. You guys don't know that.
It's
that's
okay. I would
bad.
have done the same thing, Carpal. I forgive you.
This
I
is
would have
like
done the
when
exact same
I
thing.
do not.
this is
I
like
will
when you
hold
talk
this against.
about this is like when you talk about MWZ and we just have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep, yep, that's fair.
Only the crickets could be heard. Wait, hang on.
Oh,
I forgot about this.
I was gonna do it.
Wait, there we go.
Cool.
See, I'm cool too. I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I can also that. Technology, you gotta love it.
Love it or hate it. And sometimes
But
I
yeah,
choose to hate it.
let's talk about just the game in general. How have you guys been enjoying like going? Have you guys done like any high rounds or anything like that? Have you guys been
No,
having some fun with that?
Yes,
I've done the Easter
so
egg like
on
a bunch
day
of times. That's it.
one, and by day one I mean New Zealand day one, I was doing a
Mhm.
high round save game on Terminus. And I made it all the way until round 79. Save quit. I
Yeah.
was fine.
Nice. Oh
My
no,
save
did
was
it?
still fine.
Did
I
it?
was thinking, I'm on 79, and I know about this Dark Ops challenge. I might as well try it on round 101, just for funsies.
Okay.
And then I decided, let's play a solo match of, I think it was Liberty. In the meantime, just play a solo match, and I got disconnected from that game.
Yeah,
Like my
that's
network cut
it.
out. And
Oh
when I went
man.
back on, and I eventually wanted to go and load up my save file again, it asked me, "Hey, you disconnected from your last game. Do you want to reload that game's save?" And I was
Oh wait,
like,
seriously?
no, that game was not important to me. So I clicked discard, and then I went back to my saves to check what happened to my saves. My round 79 Terminus game was gone. So in
Oh,
that
I think
moment,
I
I
know what
learned
happened.
that if you have a save file and you play either or any of the maps on solo and you lose connection, the
It
game
oh my
automatically
god,
makes a
that
save file for
sucks.
you and deletes the former save file that you had without your consent.
That's so
So
stupid,
my
man.
round 79 game is dead. And it
I
has
was
been
hearing
dead for about
about
a month
this.
now.
That was a big complaint. There was people that had the same thing. I remember seeing this guy in stream. He was getting really close to almost round 100. I think he was like 93, like round 93, and all of a sudden he just lost connection, disconnected him from the server. Ah, he was so pissed. And I would be
Well, he
too.
should
That
have still
takes
had
so
his save
long.
file. He should have still had his save
No
file.
thing, it got rid of it. And the part that's aggravating is because I think it might have been that at that time, that's when Treyarch ended up changing their save system so that you can only have one save at a time. At least I
You
think
always only could
out.
have one save at a time.
What was it then? Was it that? There was something they changed with the
I
save
personally
system.
never ran into issues with my save files being deleted, except in the instance where I had a save file and then I played a separate game that wasn't that save file on solo, disconnected from that, and by proxy, because it would make a new save file default for that new game, it would delete my prior one.
Ooh.
So, a
That's
helpful tip for any Black Ops 6 Zombies players that want to play their own solo games outside of their solo save files. And this is something that we guys do for speedrunning anyway, because it's a faster reset. Play whatever game mode you want. Do not play solo. Play on squad mode. You have the option to disable squad fill at the bottom left of the screen, and you can modify your party privacy so you can guaranteed be in a solo game. It's just you won't be able to pause the game and match like dynamically, but it's a throwaway game because you want to protect the integrity of your solo match still. So you can play that game for as long as you want. If you get disconnected from that, or if you end that game, it's not going to harm your save file at all. So that's just something that I have personally learned to not run into that issue. It's been working for me. So
Can I also make mention that he
yeah,
said we guys, we speedrunners, which you heard it here first. All of us, we are
We
all
are,
speedrunners.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do that like a lot, all the time.
It's my favorite thing.
Tune into my live streams. They're going to be happening soon.
I would
Sorry, I
love to
couldn't
see
resist.
speedrun Liberty Falls. Not lad. I
Oh
think that
man,
would be so
I don't
awesome.
have the
You
mind for it,
gotta
man.
get the Dark Ops, the sub 30. You gotta get the Dark Ops. You gotta get it,
Well, I
man.
could try for that. It's just, oh man, I cannot
There's
focus
so
enough.
many people getting into speedrunning because of that Dark Ops. Join the
I
herd.
wish I could, man. I wish I
Join
could.
the herd.
I will try it. I will at least try for it one of
It'll
these
give you
days.
XP to
I'm tempted.
prestige. I know you're competitive about that now.
I am. I am very much. It's
Carpal.
just, yeah.
I sold him. We did it.
I need some kind of ADHD medication, man, so I can like hyper focus. Cause in game, I'll literally be heading towards a step, and then I get distracted by a zombie. It's like, oh, I need armor. I'm gonna go this way now, and I just turn around and go back the other way. That is my brain all the time. It's like I get distracted so much. Do you know how many times I've been like? So say for instance, I want to do like a trial reward or something, like a Sam trial reward. So I'm heading towards that. But then I notice, I don't know, maybe amalgam spawned on this side. So like, oh, I should probably go and help him. So I veer off and I go and help him. And then as I'm helping him, I notice like, hey, there's some items here in this particular area I'm at for like one of the side Easter eggs. I'm just going to pick those up while I'm here. So I go and do that. And then that starts me on a different journey of completing that side objective. And then some rounds pass, and then maybe I'm like, oh yeah, the treasure. The pirate Easter egg. I forgot I was in the middle of that. So then I continue on that. And then guess what? The Sam trial reward disappears. That is my brain. I get distracted by so many things. I am
Yeah, the
multitasking
SAM
in
trials,
the
you
worst
really
way.
have to tunnel vision
See,
in this
see,
game.
you say
Uh-huh.
that, but then you also say that there's not enough going on. So I'm
I did? Did I say there's
Oh,
not
he's
enough? Oh,
gotcha
I meant
there.
like
He's
I meant
gotcha
environment.
there.
No, you misunderstood. I meant environment when I said there's not a lot going on. Like
Environment
certain
and
like
schmirement, bro.
mystical
environment.
Got you.
environment things, like floating things, things happening off in the distance that are really eerie,
See,
giant thing
that's just
walking
gonna
through,
distract you
it's
even
just
more though. It sounds like
I
it's
love that kind
as
of
bad
stuff
as it
though.
is though.
You know, I
It's
feel
really
like
good.
that Notlad's the kind of player who might benefit from turning on arachnophobia mode. I don't
Dude,
know,
I love the
man. I
flashing
just kind of feel
actually
like
the
he
floating
would
orbs,
be.
yeah. Dude, I love that. That's so fun. I should do that for my next stream. I
Yeah,
should
he
have that
wants the
turned on.
floating like little
He,
yeah.
dude, he
The
wants
little
to see
floating
floating
slugs, yeah.
things. I mean,
Yes, I
hey,
do.
it's there. You could
I
turn on
like that.
arachnophobia mode. Just
Dude, it's so funny.
one
It's
less thing to
hilarious.
worry about. The legs.
I like it,
Trek,
man.
I would
Minus 6
absolutely love
legs.
it if you made an Easter egg step. I know you're not watching this, but I would love it if you guys made an Easter egg step where you have to dissect a leg from a spider in order to do an Easter egg step. Bro, my arachnophobia boys are gonna be livid, bro. I'm just kidding. Don't actually do that. That would be horrible for accessibility. Don't do that.
I don't really have much for arachnophobia, but that just sounds good. I just don't like it.
They look like
That sounds like
floating
a World War II
sperm,
step.
dude.
Kind of, yeah. Kind of is. Dude, I've been thinking a lot about World War II, surprisingly. Even though I've been playing Black Ops 6, I've been thinking a lot about that game. I really like the goriness of that game. That's a weird thing to say, but I do.
Yeah, if only
It's
they put
like,
as much time into making it a fun game as they did in
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna say, bro.
I actually would like another game made in like visually similar cases as World War II. Not the enemies that like two hit down you or anything like that, or some of the system, but I mean, if they took some of that scary factor out of it and brought it into zombies, I really liked it. I thought like that was a move in the right direction. I really love that game, surprisingly. So yeah, yeah. Oh man. But another thing that I wanted to pass by you guys, back up 6 once more. Just we have just heard about the brand new DLC, which is said to
December
come
5th.
out
December
December
5th.
5th. Yep. What are your guys' thoughts so far of what you've heard? What are you thinking? What are your
If
thoughts?
there
Are you
are
Um,
not
excited?
swords,
So
I'm
we
done.
know for a fact that there are elemental melee weapons. We
Yep.
also know in the game's files we have mentions of enemies such as a Mecha Klaus and a weapon called the Umbra Blade. It's pretty safe to assume we got elemental swords as
Well,
one of weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
But
And that
100%
it's
sure.
not a hondo percent sure just
No.
yet. I'm
Apparently there was
excited.
files for certain things, but
I'm
they got
very hyped.
removed.
And this time, when we're doing the day one hunt, my team will be testing every fucking trap on the map. I swear to God. For
Yeah,
those of
but
you
they
who were
said
here for
like
the day one race, you know.
in like the
You know.
original project in the files, when they were saying they went through them, they ended up finding like the ray gun mark II was in the files. They said that what's the other one, another, oh, mule kick was in the files, but they ended up getting removed. So I don't know if that's for sure. A lot of the stuff that we've heard is for sure going to be coming
I
into it,
hope
because
to God we
we'll see.
don't get Mule Kick back.
They did take away the free
Please
gun
do
glitch.
not give
I
us
hated
Mule
that.
Kick. We do not need Mule Kick.
They were thinking it was, but since they removed it from the files, I'm not thinking it will. But why don't you like mule kick, my man? I feel like these weapons run out of ammo so fast. So having a third
I
weapon
do
might
not
not be that
think
bad.
that dude, the sole thing that would be beneficial for Mule Kick as an augment is to have zombies drop ammo. I don't
That would
think
be
that's
nice.
necessary. Ammo is expensive, yes, but it's
Mhm.
buyable. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I
Eh,
don't mind that.
there's been times I feel like There's been times when I'd like to have more ammo in my weapons. It just feels like everything runs out so quickly,
You know,
and I
not
don't
lad,
know.
there is an easy solution for that. It's called extended mags.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking with the extended mags, man. It's just not enough ammo. Like the gun in general does not have, and I'm not just talking in the clip. I'm talking about like the full
In
full
reserve.
amount of
Yeah.
ammo that you have on your person is not enough. Like if I have
Bro
a
wants
full triple packed weapon, it's costly to buy ammo, man. It's like you'll go through your points really fast. And I find that with almost every weapon. They run out so quickly. And if you're rocking a wonder weapon, well, that's like 10,000 points you got to spend to get the wonder weapon refilled.
Man
Was
just
it
wants
10,000?
Bandolier Bandit in the game. I swear to God, he just wants
I kind of
Bandolier.
do. At this point, I kind of do.
Bro just wants exo stockpile. That's all I'm hearing.
Ooh, now that's a classy one right there. I like that. Man, an exosuit. Would that be nice? Ooh, especially in these
Yo,
maps.
give us
That'd
a
be so fun.
Vade, bro. My teammates are coming to BO6 if we get a Vade in this game. That'll be
This
horrible,
man,
but also I'd
talking
be
about
able to play with
evade,
my
but we have
teammates
omni
again.
movement.
So it would be awesome.
Blasphemy. I hear blasphemy, man.
That's crazy.
What are your guys' thoughts on Omni movement? Do you guys like it?
I mean,
I'm gonna
I'm
keep
glad
it
it's there, but I don't really
100%
care.
honest with you, man. I do not
Okay.
care for Omni movement in zombies whatsoever. I do not care. The niche movement between sliding and sprinting is something I pay very close attention to. And this game does have very redeeming qualities, very similar to BO3. I'm not going to go too into detail of that. However, focusing more closely on the omnidirectional thing of it, I personally don't care for it. I remember watching a stream from Smart Guy while he was speedrunning, and the man just mantles backwards off of his railing and plunges straight into the water in the biolab in the middle of the Nathan fight. And he's like,
Ooh.
why am I mantling backwards? And I was just like, hey man,
I've
it's
never
omni
actually had a
movement, bro. It's
successful
omni
mantle
movement.
backwards. Huh. I didn't think you could. I've every time
You
I've
can
tried it, I've never had it
sprint,
work.
you can slide, you can dive, you can
You can do all
mantle.
those, yeah.
Is there
Mantle
anything else
does.
I'm missing? Yeah, in any direction. Any direction.
Huh. Yeah.
Any.
I've had all the others work, but just not the mantling backwards. Never had that one work. That's interesting.
It works.
Well,
Trust
I
me.
will say, like,
My source,
I find
trust me,
pros
bro.
and cons with it. It's just like I like that I can run backwards, I can run side to side. I do like that. Those are some things I thought felt really nice. And the diving and also sliding is kind of a nice thing. I don't know if that plays into Omni movement exactly, but I find it cool that you can do both of them. But
It's
still,
a very popular movement technique that people have been using, especially in multiplayer. It's really useful in multiplayer since the game's been in beta. Is you can slide, and then in the middle of your slide, you can go prone. It's like a moving drop shot, and it's
That's kinda
so broken in multiplayer. Not useful in zombies at all, but
Yeah.
it's useful in multiplayer.
See, I could see Omni movement being more for multiplayer, if anything. 'Cause,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
I never
Yeah.
really needed to dive backwards when killing zombies, because that possibly could get you killed.
Bro,
at times.
I would freaking love it if they make Easter egg steps in the future maps, like, require you to use Omni movement in some way. Like, you gave us this in
Huh.
zombies, you may as well make us use it.
Yeah.
Dude, may as well make us use it. I would love that.
I'm really curious how they would.
Like
Need you to
a
fall
moving
backwards or
obstacle
something for it,
course
I
where
mean,
you
like-
have to jump over the thing in specific ways.
Yo, give
Oh,
us a
that'd be so
jumping
funny.
puzzle. Dude, okay, this is the one thing that I think in my mind that I should probably glaze Exo Zombies for. Give us a jumping
Yes.
puzzle, Treyarch! Give
This
us
man
a
needs
jumping
some,
puzzle.
Black
I need
Ops
some
3,
movement, bro.
Parkour maps in his life.
Literally, Skullbuster had a jumping puzzle.
Oh my goodness, great. Yep. Wait, Skullbuster. Don't you mean Skull Hop?
No.
You definitely mean. Oh, never mind. Yep. You do. I was thinking of the actual arcade game, but yep, nope. You're right. It's definitely Skullbuster. How the fuck do I not remember that? I literally have the solo D cut all cards world record. I literally have it, and I
It's all he ever
got it
plays,
so long
man.
ago. I got it so long
That's
ago.
all he ever plays.
That is
Huh.
never gonna be taken. No one cares, or no one wants to do School Buster.
I feel like that Meno
Yeah,
might
you
try and
heard it here.
take it
No
at
one
some
cares.
point. I think he has in the past too. It's a difficult record to beat though. Like getting a sub 7 is technically possible, but it's so hard.
I mean, you had to learn Mahjong.
You do have to learn Mahjong. It's not that
it's not as
bad given the
complicated as you
context
think,
that it
though.
appears on the map, but you do have to learn it a bit. It's kind of fun. I don't actually know how to play the official game, by the way. I just know how the puzzle works.
Of course not.
Sure.
Believe
Like,
me,
he's
I've
just being
tried learning it.
modest.
I don't know how to play it.
The official game is in 3 dimensions, so they already like messed that part of it up.
But video games we play are in 3 dimensions. COD is
No,
in 3
I mean like you
dimensions.
stack stuff, but in that you just line them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta agree with him there. I do gotta agree with him there.
That's what I meant by 2D, 3D.
Gotcha.
It is
okay.
on a 2D screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a hologram.
You know,
Yeah.
we're all right today, you know? All of us. We're all collectively right. No. Yeah, oh man. I've never been crazy about parkour steps. I've never been great at my coordination. So, I mean, I've never been great at them, but I do appreciate the challenge. It's just there's been so many like Black Ops 3 mod maps that have parkour steps, and it's not my strong suit. I'm just gonna say.
You
My
say that you
timing
have
is
poor
just
coordination, so I'm just gonna fire this
Little bit.
question. How many times
Uh-huh.
have you failed in like a public lobby or even in a co-op? Like you're in a private match with people with comms. How many times have you failed the Valve, like the release Valve step on Terminus to release Nathan? How many times have you failed that?
On Terminus?
Yeah, on Terminus.
Release valve step. Sorry, I'm running blank. Why can't I think of this? Release valve step.
The thing you do
mean
to
with
release
when you're
Nathan.
going in with everybody. Everybody has to hold the valves on the side of
Yes,
the chamber, right?
yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, no, that I've been fine with. No, I never actually had a problem with that. It's just other people
Interesting.
have not known what they were doing. They would stand next to it and just stare at it. It was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, no, but
Okay.
it
okay.
was not me. It was not me. I can confirm this. It's not me.
I will need
But
to see footage of this in the future.
There are other
but-
moments in zombie history that I'm not entirely proud of. So no comment. On that at
I mean,
this
you gave
time.
me plenty of comment, but I appreciate
I am not proud. Dude, it's a dark history. It's a dark past on some steps. But yeah, my coordination.
One might say the darkest shore.
All right.
All right, I'll stop. I'll stop. I don't even like that game anyway. I'll stop.
Once again, no comment. Yeah, that's why I don't do platformer games. Not usually. They're not usually my thing. My coordination and my timing is never good. And you know this. You know about my timing. You remember like Attack of the Radioactive thing. I could never do it.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Step. Even the simple step of like rebuilding the zombie. My timing is terrible, man. I don't know. I can't do it. I just can't. I struggle with it a lot. I got better with it, but it's just I still was not good at that step. It's rough.
It's a shame.
But anyways, back on more of a topic I'd prefer to talk about. With Black Ops 6, what do you guys kind of hope for like future maps that are going to come out? We know that this new map, which we actually didn't keep talking about it is supposed to be castle themed, which is honestly interesting. Do you think like it's kind of a repeat from Horizon Drock?
The absolute number one thing I'm looking for, because I am already super satisfied with BO6 right now. The number one thing I am looking for is an excuse for them to stop spamming manglers. Even if they add variety of other enemy types in the game, I am looking for an excuse for the game to stop spamming manglers. That's my least favorite part about this game.
Right now is like, I heard manglers. He wants more manglers. Hit the mangler spam button.
I,
Launch
dude,
somewhere.
oh my
All right,
god.
guys.
I know.
If
I
we could,
trust me, dude. I get it. Yeah.
Carpal, your microphone has just gotten like 10 decibels quieter. What's going on, brother?
is
It
is
has.
it still
Yeah.
bad? Is it still bad?
Oh, it is
Yes.
actually really quiet.
Oh, I don't know.
Can I turn you up? Hang
Oh, I
on.
figured it out. Should be good now.
No, it's about the same.
You're still
Okay.
you're still quiet.
You're boosted all the way in my end. I might have to turn wistful
Can you hear
down if
anything I'm
that's the case.
saying?
Yeah,
We
I can
can
hear
hear
you. Just
you. You're
quiet.
you're clear in your voice. You're just
All right.
quiet.
I was gonna say I think we should bottle up the rest of our thoughts
There we
and
go.
save them for next week.
I have
Um.
one more.
All
Okay.
right.
One more
All right.
rant.
All right.
Because I feel like we've gotten through most of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my final thought is on the battle pass and that
Oh, okay.
system. This is my rant. I don't like it. I hate it because it's making me think too much of Fortnite, and I really don't like that every game thinks they have to go that route. They have to have the battle pass. They have to have you have to pay, which so many things you have to pay for, man. I'm honestly kind of disliking it. You have to pay to get the Vault Edition pack. You have to pay to get all these Gobblegum packs, which, by the way, don't give you very much, might I add. And then you have to pay for their like battle pass service that they have as well. You got to pay for better audio in game. There's so many payments, and it's making me very upset. And I like that I can get free stuff for playing the game, but the fact that I have to pay for this extra pass in order to get access to the majority of these things, I absolutely hate it. I hate how Fortnite-esque this whole thing is getting, like Black Ops in general.
I'll say this: the only
I don't
reason
like it.
why that there's a battle pass is because of Warzone. That's why.
And I did not like it for that reason.
It's a game that's integrated with Call of
Ugh.
Duty. It's modern. It always follows suit with the modern Call of Duties. It's always going to be there. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah,
I will
like
say
how
that
old-
the thing that I really enjoy about it is you get it for free when you buy the Vault edition of the game. It was a very good
You do,
investment.
so it is
You
included
do.
then. Okay.
Yeah, it is included.
Well, that's good.
You get tokens that allow you to skip tiers and skip pages and get free loot from the battle pass already, which is just amazing. I love that. Probably my favorite thing that has come out of this battle pass that is going to stay with us for the entire life cycle of this game is the frickin' Dragon's Breath rounds, dude. They have such an impact on Terminus
They do, though.
speedruns.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the ASG with Dragon's Breath rounds and zombies is so good.
Yep, I was rocking that one. I liked it. I thought that was actually pretty good.
It's so good.
And I did like that they had like the special event, the hit list that came up. I do like that they did that. That I think is cool. But it's just like the whole pay to win kind of thing I don't like. Like you can also buy more characters like in Cold War and stuff, and I didn't like it in there either. Granted, I did buy a playable character. I bought the Huntress one, the vampire one. I love that one. But so
I
they
will
did get me
admit,
with
I
that.
like the
but I hate
iDead
myself
Mastercraft
for it.
bundle. Sadly, it has a Weaver skin, which is unfortunate. But it did
Sure.
come with a Perkaholic. It did come with a ray gun skin,
Nice.
and it came with a XM4 Mastercraft, which just looks so fucking cool. And wait till you put Nebula on it. It looks so good.
Looks good.
So good. Like
Nice.
Afterlife is pretty good still too, but Nebula is just
Yeah.
I want
Well,
candy, bro. Like it's
I do
good.
like that stuff. I just wish the way that you procured it was different. I wish you didn't have to buy so much stuff. And that's the thing that's bugged me so much. It's like it's a pay to win kind of thing. I like the idea of like in our previous zombie games you could earn
it's a
it,
cosmetic.
Well, yeah, it is.
It's a cosmetic.
But I mean, with your cosmetics, you also get like weapons, and these weapons are more powerful and stuff. So it is technically.
Oh
like a
wait,
pay-to-win
yo,
kind of thing.
actually, wait. No, you have a very valid point. I completely forgot about this. Oh my god, especially when you're prestiging in this game and you lock out your ability to customize attachments for certain weapons because you're not high enough level. There is a way to get
Yeah.
around that. Technically, you have zombie builds, right? So you can get it off the wall, you can get it off the box, and it has the attachments and camos that you set, but you can't spawn in with the weapon
Supposedly.
unless Unless you have a blueprint for the weapon that you spent money on. That's the bypass.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, yeah. You have a point there. You have a very, very valid point there.
Yeah, it bugs me a little bit. It's just I don't know. I liked like in for instance, Infinite Warfare, going back to that one again. What a marvel. But I liked how you could earn salvage and then put it towards then getting a new upgrade for your weapon or something like that. It's not a cosmetic, of course, or anything in that respect, but it's still, I like that you could earn stuff, and I like being
So
able to earn it by playing, you know? I like
I
that.
like where your head's at. I agree to an extent. I think
Mhm.
that the prototype features with a lot of the weapon variants in that game are really, really handy, especially for newer players that want to get
Yeah.
more into it. Especially for weapons like the Molar Sentinel, or the um, EBR Bomber, the Type 2 Butcher, like some of the really, really elite weapons that are easily
Yeah.
accessible via the prototype system. There's also broken weapons like the Marauder, or the Shadowrun, and you can't get those with salvage. You have to get them through opening up loot boxes, and you have
Yeah.
to get lucky.
Yeah.
That alone is what cancels out the prototype feature, in my opinion. I think
Yeah.
that weighs down the good that the weapon variants provided in IW, so much so that it overshadows it and it makes it nothing.
Yeah.
So
Actually, you kind of reminded me too. I kind of miss loot boxes. I know that's kind of a hot take for some people, but I do
that's
kind
a
of
very
miss
hot
the
take.
the
What the
mystery of
fuck?
getting random stuff. Like you get a crate of sorts for you use your salvage to get a crate or something, and you get something random from it. I still love that randomness feature of it because it's like the mystery box. You don't know what you're gonna get. Could be something really cool. Could be something not so great. But
I have
I
wasted
do kind of
at
like it, you
least
know?
an hour or two on box grinding so I can
I know
get
it's
my
a hot take.
weapons through their camos. I
Mhm.
have wasted so much of my time over the past 4 years for IW trying to get ninja variant weapons to make stuff easier. It's a very hot take. I really
But
disagree with
hey,
that, but
look, you're looking
okay.
back on it like a memory. Ah,
Oh,
the
we're ending the
memories, dude, you
podcast
know?
off with a bad end. Oh man.
I kind of miss the loot box, man.
Oh
I just kind of
no,
miss it.
All
dude.
right, that's
I
our
kind of
cue.
do.
We're done here.
All right. Anyway, ladies and
Well, hey,
gentlemen,
good
boys and girls, we
podcasting, guys.
have one more episode that we will be bringing to the channel and to the Wundercast before the official launch of Citadel Day More. Make sure that you guys check it out, subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video so you can spread the
I thought this man was saying
beauty
we
of
were
this
finished
podcast.
completely.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Thought we were
I'm
retiring
gonna
or
hold that
something.
against you, not lad. So you better have something to tell
is
me
my hot take of
in
this
7
evening.
days.